Oh boy. Husbandos and waifus, I went on a goddamn field trip, my boys. On Crunchyroll 3 weeks ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, because it's considered the third week. But anyways, guys, Digimon, the reboot has officially released. So what the reboot consists, and people are asking what's the difference between this Digimon reboot compared to the 90s original, is that it's a reboot and it's based off of 2020, but with the older characters like Taichi, Izzy, Matt. I know the English names, but I know they have different names. No, Taichi, because Taichi was my Goku, okay? No, I say that, but Taichi's not Goku, okay? But Taichi was my childhood hero. I looked up to Taichi when I was a child, okay? I got the goggles, okay? I had the goggles on my head. You can ask Otakafy. I think Digimon was the instance of when I realized that I am one of those weebs. I was destined. If I was not made fun of so many times, I was destined to become not a digi-destined, but like one of those shut-in weebs that smell really bad. If it wasn't for me being made fun of and me really wanting to be cool, then I wouldn't have suppressed these weeb stuff inside of me. I remember as a child I had a Digivice. There were two anime because I didn't have cable. I didn't have access to Dragon Ball Z. For me to watch Dragon Ball Z, I had to go to my local library and rent the VHS. I had to go to my local library, and my dad would find out and get mad at me and make me return the VHS before I even get to watch it. When it came to Digimon, there was Pokemon on Kids WB, and then there was Digimon, which is Fox, right? It was on Fox. There was One Piece also, but then I didn't like the 4Kids dub. I didn't even know what dub and sub was at the time, but then I did not fuck with One Piece at the time. I didn't start watching One Piece till like 2009, and that's when I was like heavily invested into One Piece. But when it came to Digimon and Pokemon, that was my shit. I like the Pokemon games, but I love the Digimon anime. It was either or, but I still enjoyed the Pokemon anime just because I enjoyed the game so much, and I enjoyed Digimon. I even got the Digimon fighting game that was on PS1. But boy oh boy, man, when I heard that there was gonna be a reboot, I was like, I want to cover it. The reason why I'm not doing a live reaction is because Toei scares me. They scare me a lot. I mean, Shueisha's already on my ass, so I don't want Toei to just come in and just like fucking slap me in the face with that shit. But I just wanted to give you guys my overall first impressions. Not really any spoilers, because I mean, if you watch the original, it's pretty close to that, except the original, the first episode was when they're already isekai'd into the digital world. Yes, I said isekai'd. But then in the first episode, Taichi was only temporarily put into the digital world, but only to fight off some monsters within the first 2 episodes, finishes off in the 3rd episode. Now, in the 3rd episode, what the fuck? Omnimon was already there, but then they didn't understand who the fuck Omnimon was. It was more so the introduction of Agumon. We saw Garurumon at the time. We didn't see the prior form, but we see Garurumon. We see Agumon, who digivolves into Greymon. They fight some freaking weird plant thing. You would think, in Pokemon logics, you would think that Greymon would withstand it because Greymon spitting fire at a plant, but then it was too strong. So then they had to fuse to stop the missile. It was like in the Digimon movie, but completely. It was like the Digimon movie. It was the first episode. I was so hyped, man. When I was watching that first episode and Taichi, he gets into that world and then he sees Agumon for the first time. Man, I was literally in tears, guys, because I was like, this is my goddamn motherfucking childhood. I don't think you guys motherfucking understand. Yes, Digimon at the time was a children's anime, and I guess you could still consider it that, but for some reason, with it being brought back into the 2020, watching it in sub with newer animation and just it being rebooted, it feels appropriate for any age. I mean, Digimon's appropriate for any age, but this time it was. Now, I would say my favorite Digimon, well, Taichi, like, I loved the first generation Digimon. Taichi is like I said, he was my Goku. But the one with, man, I freaking forgot what it was called. Pretty much a Gyumon, and they use the fucking cards, and they're like, Digi! Thingy-mabob! I forgot what it was called. I was watching the dub version. Horrible. The card one was my favorite one with Renamon, Gyumon, and all that. But then I really like I said, Taichi, man. I wanted to be like Taichi. So seeing there's a rebooted version just got me all types of motherfucking hype. Like, I know I'm not live reacting to it, and I know a lot of people are like, oh man, we wish you were live reacting. I gave the choice between My Next Life as a Villainess or Digimon, but I chose My Next Life as a Villainess ahead of time because I knew if I was to do a live reaction to this, I'm gonna have to deal with Toei, and I don't want to deal with Toei right now, especially since I have to deal with Shueisha from time to time. In regards to like the reboot of Digimon, I'm so happy. Like, I'm legitimately very, very happy. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna work out in my living room. I'm like, what am I gonna watch? I chose Digimon, and that was the best decision that I have ever done, because at the moment, I'm like, you know what, my favorite anime this season, it's probably My Next Life as a Villainess. I don't count Black Clover. Tower of God is fucking great too, actually. It's hard, you know, but Digimon, you know, it hit the nostalgia factor. It like stabbed me in the chest a little bit, and it just brought some good feels, man. Seeing Agumon back, seeing Taichi back, the Digimon reboot, please watch it. It's really enjoyable, especially if you were a fan prior. If you watched Digimon as a child or etc., you will definitely enjoy this. It's a little bit different, but it's the same at the same time. If you're new to Digimon, you should still watch it, because it's going to be a freaking adventure for you. For us old watchers, it's like a nostalgia thing, but then for a lot of new watchers, it's going to be a freaking adventure that it hits differently. Yeah, there are people like, oh, Pokemon's better, oh, Digimon's better, but fuck it, I like both, okay? I like both. And just seeing like Digimon rebooted, seeing the new Pokemon, I haven't watched the new Pokemon. I'm going to, and I'll do my first impressions of that. But it's just really, really good to just have everything like the past, man. And you know, especially since we're kind of shut in, like my childhood. It's all good, man. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section below if you're watching Digimon. It's all good.